If we see a problem, Richard, we have to see it always as a destruction, a denial, a distortion of something that is good. So if I have a problem, I will see something that is good being destroyed. For instance, if I have an ulcer, it is a destruction of a healthy stomach. If I have a painful leg, it's a destruction, a distortion, a malfunction of a healthy leg. Otherwise, it would not be painful. In the same way, our psychological problems, they are much more painful than organic illnesses. So if I feel bad, there is something I'm doing wrong against myself, my life, or the life of other people. So if I am sad, I am doing something to destroy my happiness, and I must see what is in the root of the problem. And if I don't approach human problems under this perspective and seeing us as a part of a larger organism, of a larger society, we cannot be like an isolated cell from this huge organism. And I think that for Kepi, the good action, doing good for society, for the world, for humanity, is absolutely essential for mental balance and for a good health. People normally don't think about that.
No.
They think, oh, I should do some voluntary work, some charity. But no, we must change society as a whole to make it be beautiful, truthful, and good.
There's a lot of work to be done.
A lot. But we don't have any other choice.
Oh, and it's fun work anyway. It's the true work we're here to do, so
yeah.
We should take pleasure in that, you know. I wanted to give people a perspective of analytical trilogy in the world, Claudia, here. We've got about 5 minutes of our show left, and I wanted people to understand that this comes from very, very deep science. So much of what troubles us maybe about psychology is it comes from opinions, it comes from theories, it's not necessarily based on anything that's gone before. Kepi's work is not like that. Norberto Kepi has studied the greatest thinkers and philosophers throughout history, and his work is analytical trilogy. It's a trilogy, it's an amalgamation of all of the correct ideas from the history of human thought. So reading Kepi is like reading about the history of the human being, actually.
Yeah. It's the trilogy, is the union of three folds of the field of knowledge: metaphysics or theology, philosophy, and science. Kepi studied in Vienna with the major psychoanalytic circles, and he studied philosophy, he studied social sciences, education, and he has practiced a lot of psychosomatic medicine and psychoanalysis in the largest hospital in Latin America for 30 or 40 years, which is the Hospital of the University of São Paulo. Very, very well-known clinical center in South America.
Beautiful. So Analytical Trilogy is a comprehensive body of work that includes more than 30 books in 8 different languages. I lose track because Dr. Kepi writes a book a year, sometimes 2 books a year, so who can keep track? He has a television program, which he and Claudia do together, which is aired in 45 countries on 221 channels worldwide. There's a newspaper called the Stop Journal, which is published here in São Paulo, a weekly circulation of 50,000 copies. We have a podcast called Thinking with Somebody Else's Head that I've been producing for a year and a half. The center in São Paulo is home to one of the largest private psychotherapy clinics in Latin America and to groundbreaking research being done in psychosomatic medicine. And this is much more to talk about this, Claudia, in our programs, because this is very exciting. Our Millennium Language Schools here in São Paulo have over 1,500 students. We teach several languages using the psycholinguistic method based on Dr. Kepi's work. We have immersion courses in the methodology frequently at our Integral Health Spa, the Grand Hotel Trilogia, in the country of Brazil, very beautiful. Our method, the Kepi's methodology, is also being taught in 2 school districts in Sao Paulo and at a university in southern Brazil. There's recently a 2-year course in psychosocial therapy developed by the Kepi Pacheco Institute. It's recently recognized by the government of Brazil for national accreditation. There are vocational courses for the training of psychosocial therapists. We have conferences, congresses, lectures. It's an extremely broad body of work and very, very beautiful to be part of it. And for our first program, I just wanted to give people a sense of that, you know.
Yes, but don't get discouraged. Because if you have a small, very, very small, and you feel small in front of all of this, and with a problem of your own, that you don't be ashamed, don't be shy, and just bring it. Because from a practical example, and from your contribution, we can benefit thousands of people.
This is true because every person who brings a problem, it relates to a problem everybody else has anyway, because there's not really that much different in our problems, is there?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's a matter of being more or less conscious of it and being able to handle the situation.
And this is one thing, too, that's very interesting, because trilogical psychoanalysis, because it's universal, the themes are universal. Doesn't matter the culture, doesn't matter the sex, the color of the skin. These are universal problems that we all face, and it can be dealt with by phone. Trilogical analysis by phone is extremely effective, and there are many clients from Europe, from North America, who work with Claudia and Dr. Kepi, Selma Genzani, one of our other psychoanalysts, Mark Ulira. There is a tremendous possibility for this kind of psychoanalysis by phone. There are wonderful books available. So our website again, trilogia.ws, trilogia.ws, and that's where you can get all of the resources, or at least get some exposure to the resources. And we will be back again next week for another installment of Healing Through Consciousness. It's been a pleasure, Claudia. Thank you very much.
Yeah, for me too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.